crazy about Detroit, man, it's a lot of broke people there, man, and I happen to be one of them. Yeah, man, I got terrible credit, man, but it ain't really my fault. It was more of a, like, it's hereditary. It run in my family, like, you know what I'm saying, diabetes, you know what I'm saying, bad credit. Like, my granddad gave it to my dad, and my dad gave it to me, and I'm gonna pass it on to my daughter. For real, my shit is fucked up. Like, my social security number got a negative sign bad. I was like, damn. I knew then that shit wasn't gonna be cool. I applied for a free lunch card back in the day, man, they denied me. I was like, I can't get free lunch. They're like, you're gonna need somebody to co-sign for you. I'm like, for tater tots? This shit ain't gonna work. I'm hungry. But the only good thing about having fucked up credit, like, it makes you immune to identity theft, because can't nobody steal your credit and fuck it up worse than it already is, you know? Like, a guy tried to steal my identity, man. When my credit was so fucked up, he called and tried to give it back. It was terrible. He called, he like, brrr. I'm like, hello? He like, yeah, can I speak to Josh? I'm like, what's going on? You know you owe Capital One $4,000? I'm like, no, you owe Capital One $4,000. Plus your phone bill due, so you better do something about that. Make some arrangements. Shit bad, man. Speaking of phones, man, I hate people with the iPhone. Y'all just some arrogant bitches, man. They act like they're a better race of people or something. Like, oh, I ain't gotta pray no more. I got Jesus' number, my contacts. I can just tweet Jesus. For real, man. I know a girl who got pictures of her iPhone in her iPhone. I don't even know how she did that shit. It was sexy, though. Then she walked up to me like, Josh, I was pregnant, but they got an app for that. I was like, okay. I was like, abortion, that's worth 99 cents. Get 6 of them. Get 6 of them, especially if you ain't got no panties on.
I have that.
Yeah, okay then. Cool. That's what it is. For real. But the thing about it, if you on Twitter or like Facebook, if you follow somebody that got an iPhone, you know you can't even read some of the shit they be tweeting up there sometimes. And it's irritating, because I'm looking down my timeline and my shit look like an algebra test. All I see is I-39S apostrophe box, 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 smiley face. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? You know what I'm saying? I hate math. Now I'm sitting there like, okay, do I carry the 1, divide by pi? Shit make me mad. I hope all you people with iPhones get to heaven and find out it's Team Android up there. Fuck y'all up. You get up there thinking you about to walk into heaven and Jesus stop you at the gates like, oh, my child, I can't let you in with that iPhone. It's like, but Jesus, why I prayed? I ate my vegetables. Why I can't get to heaven? You had to Google that. Adam and Eve, the apple with the bite on it. Look at the back of your phone, my child. I can't let you up here with that. But this is what I can do. You see that elevator right there? It ain't got no buttons on it. But we got an app for it. It's called the Demon Drop. It's going to take you right where you need to go, my child. Thank you for the people. Truly appreciated that. Yeah, man. I've been going to the doctor, too, getting a checkup, man. You know, the doctor was like, while I was in there, he was like, Josh, you in good shape. You in good health. But you're getting older, so you need to change your diet up. You're going to have to start eating smarter. I was like, all right, eat smarter. So from that day on, I decided I'm only going to mess with girls that graduate from college. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Grand Rapids, do you guys listen to rap music at all? Rap music, yeah? There's a rapper out right now, do you know it by the name of Rick Ross? Do you guys know who that is? Yeah? He is shit. He is terrible. He is awful. He's awful. I like rap music and I hate Rick Ross. Because Rick Ross doesn't rap. He has this one move. Huh. I got a chopper in the car. Huh. Hustling, hustling, hustling. Huh. I'm a boss. Huh. And it's like, hey, look here, dipshit. That's not rap. That's just a fat dude breathing heavy. That's all the fuck that is. I do that stuff, then I just drop something. 41 cents. Huh? Just. Where's my goddamn record deal? This is horse shit. What's really starting to bother me now, though, is starting like gangster shit starting to happen to him. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There was a drive-by attempt on his life about a month ago, and he's fine. He's fine, and I'm glad he's fine. Mostly because I don't think he's deserved that gangster death. You know? Like, the good rappers get shot. None of this shit, right? Like Tupac, Biggie, the dude who came up with the Dougie. That was beautiful shit. Those guys, martyrs for the cause. No one's trying to kill, like, Vanilla Ice. That dude's safe. In fact, you know what? I hope Rick Ross dies like the least gangster death ever. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I hope it's not violent at all. I hope he has like months in advance to like tell everyone in his life how much he loves them. I hope like hospice shows up to the house and like explains the levels of death and grieving to every member of his family. I hope he starts jumping out of planes with old other dying white dudes, like checking shit off his bucket list, all the things he never got to accomplish. I hope Rick Ross's Last Christmas is amazing. I hope everyone gets what they want. I hope it didn't snow like all year until that day. And it's that beautiful, just white, fluffy snow, none of that crunchy shit, you know, and the kids run outside and play, and Rick Ross is sitting in his hospital bed, looking at him through the frost-covered glass, and like a single tear falls down from his eye. And then he reaches up and he grabs his nurse's hand and holds it real tight. And she like looks at him and like she starts crying too because she knows, right? But it's not a sad cry, it's a beautiful moment they're sharing together. And I hope he pulls her in real close and whispers in her ear, "Oh." All right, Mike Zara, you guys have a lot of fun. Have a good night.
Every day I'm struggling with depression. Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry, let me start over. I'm high, everybody. I'm glad that's out of the way. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. I'd like a little bit of audience participation if I could. Everybody, round of applause if you have a family. Okay, that seems about to be everybody. So do I. We have that in common. All right, now, clap if you are a product of rape. Just me? Just me? I was checking. Okay. My crowd work is getting phenomenal. I don't just talks about it, I beat. Earlier this week, my car broke down and I had to have it towed into the auto body repair shop. And I found out that my car and I also have something in common. We both have blown trannies. No, Chris, no! Yes! Stuck the landing. That is performance art, everybody.
Cool, it's good to be here. Thanks for coming out. Guys are good. I know, dude, I look like a gay stoplight. I got it, I understand. I got it. This is a shirt from my new clothing line called Budget Pimp. Our slogan is, when yo ho, don't ho no mo. Better budget pimp. See, look, here's the thing. Part of my job as a comedian is to build my fan base, which means that I need drunk people to remember me tomorrow. And I have discovered that drunk people will stare at shiny objects. So here we go. We're good to go. We're good, you know? But besides that, I appreciate people who have the guts to look different than everybody else. I think that's cool. Like I was in a Radio Shack the other day, and the girl working behind the counter had plucked out all her eyebrows and drawn them back in. And I was like, all right, it's cool, I've seen it, you know, but this is how she drew them back in. To the hairline, okay? Not even like nicely shaded like eyebrows. It was like she was running with two Sharpies and tripped. And my favorite part of the whole thing was that this girl was pregnant. Which meant some dude thought that was hot. Somewhere out there's a guy typing in verticaleyebrows.com with his pants around his ankles. He's out there. He probably saw her and was like, damn, baby. You look like a Disney villain, right on. We should go kidnap some puppies, yeah. See, I gotta admire that, because I've always been the guy that looks different. It's just me. Like last year I did some shows for the military. Let me tell you, my friends, if there's one place where I stick out like a sore thumb, yeah, that's a military base, right, yeah. And I have to admit, the shows were hard. It was hot, it was sandy, it was dirty, nobody spoke English right. I mean, I'd never been to Texas before. It was my first time. So I drive my car up to the gate at Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas, and the MP stops my car, and I rolled down the window. I said, "Hey, what's up?" And he looked at me, and he said, "Are you military?" I said, "No, are you stoned?" But that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I was playing in Las Vegas recently, Friday night after the gig. I was out walking on the strip, you know, and it gets a little dicey for me because as the guys out there get drunker, I start to get real pretty. Oh yeah, from the back, right? From the back. Yeah, if I kind of stand like this a little bit, right? And I'm wearing heels. I like to give them this one when they catcall me. I like to go, "Help me!" And it's awesome because they're drunk and confused, you know? You can see him weighing the pros and cons of facial hair in his head. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want to be that dude's Vegas story. Thank you very much. No, I will be the one that got away. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Happens all the time. I was playing downtown Los Angeles one night and I was standing out in front of the club and I just leaned against the wall. I was looking down at my phone, right? So my head was down and this group of 3 drunk black guys walked by me and I hear, "Hey baby, you just gonna ignore me when I'm walking by like that?" Yep. Yes, I am. And then I thought about it and I was like, I just got hit on by a black dude. Is my ass getting big? What's happening? What's going on here? All right, I'm gonna jump from the beginning of my show all the way to the end of my show because I have just 8 minutes tonight. I'm gonna play you guys a song. I got a new single coming out tomorrow. It's gonna be really, really cool, and I'm pretty excited about it. Do you guys know the Beyonce song called "If I Were a Boy"? You familiar with that one? Yeah, I like the song. And I thought, well, duh, it's obvious I should write a parody called "If I Were a Girl." And so the song I'm gonna play you sounds exactly like the original. If it were a completely different piece of music. So I don't really like playing other people's stuff and I don't do parodies anyway, you know. So I'm not plugged in so the guitar won't be all that loud. But this is a song called "If I Were a Girl" and it's about what would happen if I woke up one morning as a woman. Same hair. If I were a girl, for even just one day, I'd be the kind of girl that's making her own way in life. With some power and some class, I'd be kind of generous with just a little sass. But chances are I'd never leave home. 'Cause I got boobs and a hoo-hoo and nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. I've been digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. 'Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I've got boobs and a hoo-hoo. I got boobs and a hoo-hoo. Now some of you are looking a little embarrassed for me right now. And I want to assure you that I do this every night. My mom has heard this song. It's okay. If I were a girl, things would be so clear. I'd spend a couple hours just standing over a mirror for fun. Try to make it smile then frown. Dye the hair a rainbow, dress it up like a clown. 'Cause now it's a 2-ring circus in my pants. 'Cause I got boobs and a hoo-hoo and nothing really better to do than me. With a bunny that takes batteries, I'll have to try and figure how to get inside a bra. It'll likely end up backwards and I'll rub my nays raw. So throw it in the trash and flaunt them in their big debut. I've got boobs and a hoo-hoo. I got boobs and a hoo-hoo. Boobies and a hoo-hoo. I'll probably be a lesbian because most of them, alright, some of them, okay, a few of them are less hairy than men. If I don't, I'm from San Francisco. We have lots of them. They're hairy. If I were a girl, I'd call up all the dudes. I'd take them over you got to see my Hooters, they're huge. I'm having trouble standing up. I don't even know if latex makes a G cup. And where the hell am I bleeding from?
Sure.
I don't want boobs or a hoo-hoo. I never knew how much it blew to be excited about potpourri. My stomach is all crampy and my butt is getting huge. And I'd love to kill the bastard that invented high-heeled shoes. I had plans to teach my south mouth how to blow on a kazoo, but I don't want boobs or a hoo-hoo. I don't want boobs or a hoo-hoo. It's too much trouble. That on hoo-hoo. What are you staring at, you pervert? Am I hoo-hoo? Why don't you love me anymore? If you leave the toilet seat up again, you're not getting more. You never bring me flowers anymore. Oprah says you're an asshole. And I need chocolate. Thanks a bunch, you guys. My name's Phil Johnson. You have a good night.
I just got to cross something off my comedy bucket list 3 weekends ago. I was over in the other part of the state doing a show at an Indian casino on a reservation. And I got heckled by a morbidly obese Native American woman sitting in the front row on a hover-round. Check. I was like, hey, you settle the hell down, Snackajawea. I don't spend 200 years coming to your house building roads and bridges subjugating your people. Am I right? Yeah. No, it's actually not right. It's historically inaccurate, but that's cool. I've been traveling everywhere, though. 3 weekends ago, I was in Birmingham, Alabama, doing a sold-out concert for Alzheimer's research. Yeah, I'm awesome. It was a great show. It was a great cause. I thought it was a little weird they called it a night to remember. Seemed a little inappropriate. Love to travel, though. I love driving, love the long drives. I love, because a lot of comics hate the long drives. I love driving because my brain will just entertain itself all day with whatever it sees. Like, I keep seeing signs everywhere for Steak and Shake. You guys got Steak and Shake up here, right? They're going nationwide, man. I see them everywhere. Everywhere I go, Steak and Shake. And when my brain sees the sign for Steak and Shake, all it can think is Steak and Shake. I bet that's the most effective method for taking out a vampire baby. I will do this gesture until everyone in the room gets the joke. In Alabama, it took 75 minutes, but we all got there. I got fucking carpal tunnel, but we all got there. It's a tiring job, though. Comedy's a tiring job. A lot of long drives, late hours. This is my 6th night in a row doing shows. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning getting my kids out of bed. I'm not going to lie, this day has gone on longer than a black girl's Facebook middle name. Oh, there's no O. If you're not laughing, you either have no black female friends on Facebook, or you have a long-ass black Facebook middle name and you're on your iPhone right now deleting that shit. But you know what I'm talking about, though. You meet an attractive young woman on Facebook and it's like, hey, how you doing there? Shantae, 10 steps ahead of all you haters, Johnson. Nice to meet you. Monica, you sweet baby with the big booty ass, Jones. How's it going? Shannon, love my kids and I love Jesus, but I don't need no man, so save the drama for your mama. Quit sipping on that haterade. Go on and get your grind on because YOLO, Smith. It's like, ladies, let me give you some advice. If you've got a Facebook middle name, that is the bad weave of the internet. Everybody knows it's fake, and it just makes you look silly. See, I'm old enough, I remember when other people gave you a nickname. People, you earned a nickname. You got a nickname by doing something extraordinary. You didn't hype yourself up. People gave you a nickname. And you had to do something crazy, like go to a war, or be in prison, or be on a pirate ship. So like you were like Ace if you were the fighter pilot that was really good. Or you were Shorty if you were the little wiry guy that could get through the line. Or you were Sweet Meat if you earned more cigarettes than anybody else on your cell block. That'll take you a second, it's alright. But now, man, people just hype themselves up. They give themselves Facebook names, give themselves nicknames, they give themselves vanity license plates, and that shit don't match up to the real person. You don't know yourself, you can make yourself look silly. There's a dude down in Toledo, man. I pulled up behind him 2 weeks ago, and his plate... Well, let me backtrack. He was driving an '86 Buick Skylark. The trunk of this car was held down by 2 bread ties and a bungee cord. The back seat of this car was full of garbage bags of aluminum cans. This dude weighed 95 pounds soaking wet. Dirty hair, dirty shirt, scabs and track marks on his arm. 4 teeth in his head, each one going a different direction of the compass. Each one color coordinated to the primer on his car doors. And he had a vanity license plate, y'all. And it read, and I quote, "You won't be me." You won't be me. I wanted to get my own plate pulled up next to him that just said, "Nuh-uh." I'm gonna get that plate too, because I think you could use that in a variety of circumstances, you know? See some dude in a '96 Geo Metro, little mousy henpecked dude getting screamed at on the phone by his baby mama. Got 6 kids in the car, they're going front to back to front to back. There's no baby seats, there's no seat belts, there's no child restraints, nothing but snot and jelly fingerprints on every glass surface of the car. License plate says, "True player." Nuh-uh. Pull up next to a 315-pound white girl in pink juicy sweatpants. She got her nasty ass hammer toes jammed into lime green Crocs that smell like a dumpster in August. She's eating an Oreo Blizzard with her bare fingers like a goddamn scoop. And her license plate reads, "QT Pie." Nuh-uh. Pie shit, girl, you are the whole damn bakery. You gotta watch that though. You gotta know who you are. That's the point I'm trying to make. You gotta know who you are, because it's not gonna ever work if you try to be something you're not. Everybody sees through it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all seen this dude walking past the bus stop at an intersection? You'd be driving along, you'll see a dude walking down the sidewalk, man, and he is strutting. He's strutting because he don't give a fuck. He's got his earbuds in. He's listening to some hard shit, some hard-ass gangster shit, because he don't give a fuck. He's singing along as loud as he can, singing the words out loud. He don't care if you can hear him, because he don't give a fuck. He's pounding on his chest with every line. He's making finger guns in the air and waving them around, because he don't give a fuck. He's still got his McDonald's uniform on. It's like, "I'm hard, motherfucker. Now who wants some fries?" I said, "I'm hard, motherfucker. 2 for 1 apple pies." And I'm not knocking the job, man. That's great. That's fine. You're working. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. But dude, you're on the goddamn grid. You're a fry cook. You're a tax-paying member of society. You're not a thug. You gotta knock that shit off, MC Donalds.
But I like hanging out with my white friends, man, because my white friends do things that my black friends don't do, like buy rounds. My white friends get fucked up and they tip. Black folks don't buy rounds. Shit, if we buy a round, it's gonna be a round of water. You better sit there and sip that shit like it's vodka. You know what I'm saying? Pretend, use your motherfucking imagination. We cheat. Shit, we buy 1 Long Island, put 15 straws in that son of a bitch. You better 2 sipping past this motherfucker. We cheat. Shit, that's because every day is a struggle, man. Shit, I struggled this morning to get up and go to work. So I called in sick. Boss man said, "What's wrong with you, James?" I said, "I'm sick and tired of you motherfuckers being open every goddamn day at 7 a.m. Why don't y'all close some motherfucking time? Open 30 minutes late, then I will be on time." Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some of y'all got some black friends. I hear you chuckling. But yeah, not only am I black, I got the name James Brown Jr. And my black ass can't sing or dance. But I can make kids, don't judge me. I'm talented, I got a lot of motherfucking kids. And people always ask, they like, "James,
you can't sing or dance? And I'm like, nah, man. They be like, man, that's fucked up. And I look at them, I say, what's really fucked up is, my name is James Brown. I have an uncle named Bobby Brown. And a cousin named Chris Brown. And all three of us got at least one case of domestic violence. It's fucked up. And at my age, I'm realizing I'm supposed to have millions in the bank, not hundreds on a bridge card, like. Not living up to this James Brown shit. You know. But I'd rather have the name a celebrity name, because black folks is known for naming their kids some shit they can't afford. Y'all know Porsche, Alexis, Mercedes, Armani. We hear it all the time, right? I bumped into this couple earlier today. The lady name was Abortion. And the guy name was College. And they was black, and I was like, damn, y'all going a little bit too far with this shit. But I'm realizing, man, that my white friends, they just the opposite. They just the opposite. They name their kids shit they gonna grow up and be in life, like Dick. Rich. I know a bunch of motherfucking Jakes. Y'all looking at me like, what's wrong with Jake? Jakes is what black folks call the police, white friends. Y'all better take heed. Shit. It's a lot of them motherfuckers. But yeah, man, I hang out with my white friends all the time. They get me drunk. My one white friend, he introduced me into some white shit, NASCAR. So now I'm watching NASCAR and shit. Like yesterday I was watching Richmond. And but I'm realizing, you know, I'm starting to like it. And he like, JB, man, how come don't know black people drive, you know, racing NASCAR? And I'm like, it ain't because we don't like to race, motherfucker. I got 5 speeding tickets this year, and this April. It's because we can't find a sponsor for it, man. And if we did, I'm sure it would be somebody fucked up like Chicken Coop. Save a lot. Audis. Motherfucking Rent a Center. They come knocking twice. We don't never live at the same goddamn address, do we? We'd be out in the race driving the 85 Monte Carlo SS with all spray paint on that son bitch. No stickers or decals. We got 2 pit crew members, both them crackheads. They never been certified in shit. You know, we keep coming in last and shit. That's because we got 4 tires on the car, but don't none of them match. We got a 120 on that motherfucker, 1 all racing tire on that motherfucker, all weather tire, and a donut trying to win the motherfucking race. It's because I told y'all niggas is cheap. We cheap. Y'all done heard me drop the N-bomb. That ain't right. I can get away with it and y'all can't, and that ain't right. Because y'all invented the shit. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you can't say a word that you invented? When I go to Cracker Barrel, I'm at Cracker Barrel. Shit. I know exactly where the fuck I'm at. It ain't right. But me and my racing buddy, we came up with some shit. We was fucking around. He was working on his car. And I was like, man, what is you doing? And he was like, dude, I'm jerry-rigging it. And I'm like, jerry-rigging it? What the hell is you talking about? He said, I don't have all the right pieces to put this thing back together, so I'm gonna use this and it's gonna work. I looked at him, I said, oh, you talking about nigger rig. I know exactly what the fuck you talking about now. Now, we're here. So I thought we might be able to use that. Instead of saying nigga, you can say Jerry. And it'll go something like this. When I get off stage, I want at least 10 of y'all to come up to me and be like, Jerry, you sure was funny in the motherfucker. And I know what you really mean. Like, nigga, you was... I'm James Brown Jr. Y'all have a good night.